Hey ladies, it's Danny from Five Waiting Wombs. This week, I'm not really copying Brandy. We kind of had, I came to her with this idea, and then she had already done it with Dan. So, this is going to be just, a male's perspective on the whole infertility thing. Granted, we're expecting, so it's not much of a battle per se. But we did go through almost 4 years of infertility, so we're just going to try and get a little bit of a man's perspective on the subject. So, this is my husband, Michael, whatever. This is his first time ever doing anything like this for me, so he's kind of very...
Not my cup of tea.
Not very... When you first found out that we were going to have fertility problems, what was your first thought about it?
I think we looked at a lot of different things and a lot of different avenues, and we had a lot of different roadblocks that were in our way, and eventually it became evident that we were dealing with infertility. My thoughts were always, well, we'll get this taken care of, and then, hey, we'll get pregnant. And we wouldn't, and we'd go on to the next thing and get that taken care of and go, oh, hey, we're going to get pregnant. And again, we wouldn't. So I think after a while, frustration kind of becomes normal. And it's just a matter of how you deal with that frustration. For me, I'm very much an optimist. When we have children, we have children. To be 100% honest, us being infertile didn't bother me very much, because I'm confident that if we're supposed to have kids, we're going to have kids. Whether that's through adoption, whether that's through birth, whether that's through surrogacy, however it happens.
Girls can see why I love this man.
I don't know. Miscarriage was really hard. I'm a very private person, so we won't get into all that, but as far as the infertility went, it didn't really bother me that much. It was hard, sometimes hard dealing with all the different issues that are involved, the different emotions that you go through in a relationship when you're not necessarily on the same page. And you learn to be on the same page, at least in spirit. So when people would ask me, hey, why, hey, do you have any children? When are you going to have kids? I would relate to them that we had had a miscarriage, and after that the conversation would be rather awkward. That's the nature of the beast. But I would always say, we are still trying. We've been trying for 4 years, and we have not only gotten a lot accomplished medically, but relationship-wise as well. We are 100% stronger for our journey, both in our relationship and in our relationships with others. And that's something that I think we recognize and use as a strength and a tool in our relationship and in our marriage and in our dealings with others that have infertility or are curious about infertility. I did not recognize or realize that there was such a large community.
Aura, stop it. Sorry, girls. Our cat, I guess, doesn't want her dad to be doing this because she is having a fit. Stop.
I didn't realize that there was such a large community of people that dealt with infertility out there. And so that has been really eye-opening to me as we've had our journey for 4 years, and is something that I find myself much more sensitive to in my daily dealings with people, and also, a way to help people out. All the knowledge that we have now, the experience that we have now, is another way to help others that are struggling and say, hey, this is where you're at, this is where you can be, and if not, here are your options. You know, neither of us are doctors, but we've learned a lot medically, and neither of us are therapists, but we've learned a lot relationship-wise. So,
is there any advice that you can give for like the husband, boyfriend, fiance, just the male perspective on, like, in the couple for people who are dealing with infertility?
You're going to go through a whole gamut of emotions. You're going to be frustrated, you're going to be angry, you're going to be sad, you're not going to care. Everybody's different, but those are some of the things that I went through.
Is there any advice on like how to be supportive to their spouse?
Before you speak, shut up and think.
Ladies,
like,
he's a keeper. He's smart.
Listen to the crap that comes out of your mouth. Keep in mind the big picture. Keep in mind the end goal, and kind of ask yourself, you know, are your words or your actions, are they taking y'all towards your end goal? As the male of the relationship, you are to protect and lead and guide her, and that's your job. No matter how hard it gets, no matter whether you like it or not, these are the cards you've been dealt. Rub some dirt in it, get over it, and keep going. That's kind of my philosophy. Is there's no obstacle that you can't conquer as long as you keep the right focus and the right goal in mind. Our goal was to have a family by not necessarily any means, but by, like we said in the beginning, by surrogacy, by adoption, or by natural birth. God willing, it'll be by natural birth, because we are on week 7.
Yeah, just got to week 7.
And we'll see how things go. It's kind of a pins and needles ride.
Any last comments? Anything?
Nope.
None?
Nope.
Thank you, honey. Alrighty, girls. This is my video for this week. You've seen we're having auditions. We're calling it June 25th, I think is what the video said. We'll be making a decision July 1st. You girls are making it awful tough on us. So, but yeah. So we will talk to you ladies later. Say bye.